Alright, Season 28 mid-season power rankings. To be honest, we're doing this later than usual. Typically, we do this, like, the day after we merge. Well, we're doing this an hour before Tribal, because that's just when things shook out. So we might speed run through this a little bit, because ideally, Tribal should be on time. And honestly, it's weird, because this season typically I struggled with this ranking more than I have with past seasons, and I think that's because typically we have more defined power structures by now, and honestly, we just really it's not too defined at this point, so the ranking is kind of a crapshoot in some places. So we'll get to that when the time comes. Um, Besides that, I guess everything else I need to talk about will come as we get to it on the slideshow. I'm once again from the cast assessment joined by Endel. Uh, Howdy.
Howdy. I don't even know what
Uh,
to say. Hi.
Ellie might show up. Again, scheduling was kind of difficult. She might get here. If she doesn't, she doesn't. If she does, she does. So, I don't know. We'll get jump scared. Uh, one piece of irony I do want to point out, it doesn't really matter, but the insane foreshadowing of one of the last things we talked about in the cast assessment was how I talked about how I never drink water, and it just so happens that the next time I am fresh out of the ER after the worst days of pain in my life caused by a lack of hydration. So,
Oh
my
God.
bad.
So shit. Yeah, please drink more water.
I'll drink
Please.
water, fine.
Cool, thank you. I appreciate it. Kidney stones suck.
Yeah, no, that
They suck.
that was the worst ever. And like it's still there, but it's not as bad anymore. Like I have some
Um,
energy. We would have recorded Oreo if I didn't have those fucking devil stones.
Devil stones is crazy.
Uh,
That's
you know
that's
who
true though.
you know who else had the devil stones? I
Oh
just
yeah, shut up the
realized
jack, bro.
I just realized I'm not streaming this to you, so you won't see the slideshow. But who else had the devil stones was Eric with the there's the
Wait,
fucking
Eric had kidney stones?
no, but he had something cast on him to make him like his phone break or something.
Oh no, he was at a. I think he was at a lake because this happened in the org we played in. Shit. Yeah, Eric. Damn.
I honestly, we don't have anything to say about Eric that we didn't say in the cast assessment, which is just that nice guy. Shame he didn't really get a chance to play. Still haven't heard from him. Hope he's doing okay. That's about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, not much else to say, so I'm just gonna move on. And by the way, I guess I should specify the first thing we do with this is just do a quick recap of like everyone who went pre-Joy, essentially how their games went, and then we get into the actual mid-season power ranking that the point of this is for. So after
Mhm.
Eric was Droomy, who we expected to go early. Uh, he was the first person to actually lose a duel, despite being the third boot. Um,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
kind of an obvious boot to go when he did. I don't have much else to say about Droomy, and I won't have much to say about a lot of these primordials, which is probably good
That's
good for us timing wise.
it is. I drafted Jeremy. I'm disappointed with how it went, but you know what?
You
It's
know who
all good.
else? You know who else you drafted?
Who? I
Pedro.
forgot. Oh shit! Oh my god!
Oh no, my perfect draft.
My perfect draft.
No.
Why was my oh, and I drafted Eric too because I thought they all had a chance, bro.
Ah, my
Damn.
favorite people. Yeah, no, Pedro. I wish he played that fucking idol. Pedro was a favorite. For like all of us. I think a lot of that came down to how the Estalian tribe was very clicky, and in a way that felt kind of mean spirited. So with Pedro
Mhm.
not being in that group, oh, I accidentally just skipped some spots on the slideshow. With Pedro not being in that group, we wanted to see him succeed, and unfortunately he just didn't. So obviously a
Mhm.
shame. Um, if he played the idol, it was no guarantee that he would have survived, given it was the dice idol, which is very circumstantial. For all we know, he could have rolled a 1 and absolutely nothing would have changed. But it would have been nice to at least see him take the shot. On Redemption, he had an okay run. I think he won one duel and then went out immediately after. Um, he and Griff, I'm trying to think, was it he and Griff? Yeah, he and Griff had like a little bit of a duo for a minute that I thought was kind of sweet. I enjoyed Pedro a lot.
Yeah.
I could see Pedro coming back one day. But speaking of coming back one day, the one person. Also, this isn't conforming or denying anything. The one person who was on my draft though, like the standout from the pre-merge was absolutely Becca. I think we can both agree on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no,
Becca,
definitely.
you go.
Okay, no, Becca, I'm not gonna say like she was like robbed or anything egregiously because I do feel like there were things she could have done to stay. However, I do feel like she was screwed, which I think not necessarily swap screwed, but with how everybody was acting at Tribal, she was kind of screwed a little bit. Everybody was overplaying a shit ton. Becca's great. I love talking about food with Becca. She's awesome. I don't have anything bad to say.
Yeah,
I think she's
I don't know how I would. And sorry for cutting you off. I don't know
You're
how
good.
I would categorize. Like, I don't think she was screwed or robbed or any of that. I don't think she played too suboptimally to go out when she did. It was just a
Yeah,
weird round.
it was.
Um, she was a contender for every episode she was in, and was
Hmm.
playing a good game up to that point. And just things just got fucked up. The main reason she was targeted was because her and Tim became a clear duo, and between the two of them, Tim had connections that were more willing to fight for him. So I guess that's really
Yeah.
the main thing to point out. I expected her to be one of the more likely people to win their way back in through Redemption, but didn't happen, unfortunately. Which, speaking of winning their way back in through Redemption, it just felt like Griff was going to be the one who came back. I don't know
I
why,
will.
but like the way he did his confessionals, it just from like a storytelling perspective, and obviously this isn't like an edited thing, but it just felt like
No.
he was the one who was the most likely to come back.
And I think it was largely capable of it. Like I like Griff, so I would have loved to see him come back. But hey, you know, he didn't. Griff's a
Yeah,
chiller though.
I think this pre-merge has a lot of potential for people to come back. I
Oh,
think
definitely.
usually you'll see like the merge cast has most of the potential. Honestly, I think there's just as many pre-mergers who I think are like deserving of a spot back as there is people who made the merge. Like it's pretty even between the two. I liked Griff a lot. He won two duels on Redemption, lost the third. Um, yeah,
Random thing that I just thought I would love to see Griff in like a challenge org. Just
I
saying, I would
I,
love to
I
see
could
that.
see that.
Yeah, I want to see him like win like 4 eliminations and like 10 dailies. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Beyond Griff, another person. When I was talking about like people who should come back, Bell. I imagine, I mean, it was no secret. We didn't know it 100% at the time, but it was no secret that Belle and Becca were friends coming into this. I think those two would be fun on like a Blood vs. Water 3, which I'm not conforming
Oh
or
yeah.
denying that that is going to happen eventually. But knowing me, it's probably in the pipeline somewhere. Because, like I said, knowing me, everything's kind of in the pipeline. I've planned so far
Mhm.
in advance. Something, everything is coming eventually. But yeah, Belle, it was just an unfortunate timing thing. She got busy with work, couldn't really keep up with the game. Quit as a means to like not take the spot away from someone else. Completely understandable. Uh, I will say it was funny how paranoid she was throughout the game. Like I did
Yeah.
not expect Belle to be the most paranoid player ever.
She was sorry, Ellie just said something. But yeah, she was really paranoid. I feel like she was overly worried about like specifically like with Maxwell and stuff. And I'm like, breathe, mamas, breathe. It's okay. It's not nothing's gonna happen to you. You're probably gonna survive overall Maxwell, who Adelaide and Griff. So you're good. You're good. Just breathe.
Yeah,
Shit.
it might have
Meditate.
also. I don't know when she got busy with work and stuff, but that was also probably a factor too. Just being stressed out.
Yeah,
She deserves a
yeah.
proper chance one day.
Oh, absolutely. I think when like kind of like wasn't it Huntress
Yeah,
when she like left
Huntress.
because of work?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough too because I feel like Huntress should come back as well.
Oh,
Both of them.
absolutely.
Oh
Uh,
man.
our final person who went free joy was Xandor, who I was not expecting to be on. I thought he was gonna lose redemption right away, but he had a I mean, I'm saying he had a solid run. He was only there for like 2 episodes, but he did win a duel. He almost won his way back into the game. It came down to him and someone else, who I get. It's Astra. Astra won her way back into the
Yeah.
game. Xander didn't. Uh, Xander was always the second boot on Lae'zel. Drew me being the first one. So Xander slipped by. Don't have too much to say. He had like a positive arc developing towards the end, but there just
Oh
wasn't.
yeah.
He didn't win his way back in, so there's not much else to say.
I don't have a lot to say about him either. So
You know what you
he's
do have a
chiller.
lot to say about?
Who?
The draft. Let's fucking go!
Oh my God, damn.
I I have it pulled up here. I have 15 points. Ellie has 14. And you have 77. Let's go!
Just how I wanted it. No, I'm really disappointed in my draft. If any of you are watching this, I'm really sad about how y'all did. I had high expectations and y'all really like ruined it for me, bro. Like
My
I thought y'all were gonna come in
draft!
and dominate my draft.
No!
Astra, just win. Astra, please win.
Yeah, Astra's the one person you have left.
And
I
she got
have.
voted out.
Yeah, she did! Your entire
Like,
draft was
damn.
out before the merge. That's crazy.
It's the best thing ever. Oh my
The
God.
worst to ever do it.
I know. Oh my God. Shit.
Um,
That's the funniest draft ever.
Me versus Ellie is pretty competitive. I personally think my draft is better. I have V, Melanie, Juzo, Rob, and Mint, while Ellie has Dutch, Tim, Maxwell, Adelaide, Sabine. I think my draft
Yeah.
is significantly better, but she still has some people who are in the running, which I guess I won't say
Ex
who, because we'll get to that in the ranking itself.
yeah, exactly. I also didn't see the ranking, so I'll find out as
Oh yeah,
well.
here's how the ranking's gonna work once we get to it. Is
Yeah.
I I made the ranking, and before we move on, like I'll say who it is, we'll talk about it, and then I'll have you guess who the next person is.
I'm gonna be so off because there's been a couple of rounds where I've been busy, so
Yeah,
I
I
might
think
be a
that's
little
fine,
bit off.
and it's
Yes.
messy. I I think there's some movable spots on it. Uh,
Uh-huh.
Last thing before we get into the actual ranking is I have an image up of a chart I made for last season's mid-season power ranking. Basically, I'm just gonna explain what all these numbers and bullshit means. The three columns on the left are pre-merge tribes. Then 1 through 9 was 1 was the person I deemed the most likely to win the game, which was Mason. 9 was Xavier, the least likely to win the game. And then these numbers on the right is if you have like Mason, I had him first, but he got second, so he was one off from his placement. Did one spot worse than I thought. Meanwhile, Danny, who I had at fourth, he won, so he did 3 spots better than where I had him. So that's yeah. Sorry, it's a lot more intuitive in my brain. You add all these up, you get 14. That's how many points. This makes no sense to Endor without the image, but just to have the documentation. But with
So,
that, I'm ready to jump into the first person. I think this is the easiest person on the ranking to guess. So
yeah.
who are you thinking?
Adelaide.
Yeah, it is Adelaide. Um, and obviously, it kind of feels like we're cheating a tiny bit with this video being recorded when it is, just, timing wise. But even if it wasn't, Adelaide still would have been where she is. She just hasn't had any power throughout any of the game, to be honest. Uh, she's been the closest thing to a consensus for pretty much her entire stay in the game. Oh, Ellie, hi.
Oh, hey, Ellie.
Hello.
Good timing.
Hey.
We just got through the draft. Um,
Okay.
so the actual ranking is just starting now. I don't know if you overheard us, but 11th is Adelaide. Very surprising, I know.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So shocked.
But yeah, we were just saying how, like, she's always been on the bottom. She's the consensus boot. There isn't much to say for Adelaide. One thing to take into account is that, there's redemption this season. So people who are better at comps should maybe be a couple spots higher. And I think Adelaide's. I feel like she's someone who would be good at like a specific kind of comp and then bad at other kinds, you know? We've seen that.
Yeah.
We've seen her
Yeah.
abstain, and we've also seen her like do freakishly good for someone who's never played one of these.
Oh
And
yeah.
Sam keeps telling me that she like is just giving up the comps whenever she's like inconvenienced by anything,
That's awesome.
which doesn't help. Yes.
Oh, I guess. Um, since you're here now, I just skipped ahead on the slideshow. I have a slideshow that I forgot to stream to you two, so we're just gonna have to.
Ah, yes.
Um, we talked about the draft before you got here. Uh,
Mhm.
I mean, not to be mean, but it's a competition between me and you. Um,
Sorry, Ender.
That's
I
okay.
I have V, Melanie, Juzo, Rob, and Mint, while you have Dutch, Tim, Maxwell, Adelaide, and Sabine. I think I
Yeah.
have the better draft.
I think Adelaide being there is not helpful.
Yeah, I think Tim also holds you down a bit.
I think maybe you're the one who convinced me to take Adelaide over Astra. I also did it knowing that was a bad idea though.
Tactical move. It's hey.
Te- Technically Astra was voted off. It was just redemption.
Yeah, technically Astra was taken by Endo, who lost. If you count Astra as pre-merge, the entire draft of Endo was out.
Yeah.
Best draft ever.
Let's
You're just waiting for
go!
her to win.
Yeah.
If Asher wins this, I'll be shocked.
You
But
know, we have had a redemption Matoni win before.
Oh,
Ellie, you
ooh,
played with him.
Lenny?
No, Moo.
Oh,
Ellie played with
I did
Moo.
not know
Oh,
that.
Legends. Shit, Legends. My
I
bad.
love Moo. Like Moo is very like old school org person. He doesn't social game as much as some people, but God, I love Moo. We were like best friends for a while. We don't really talk anymore, but that's my goat.
That's fair.
Anyway, so Adelaide was who I deemed least likely to win. Who do we think is after Adelaide? Any guesses?
You kind of said that Tim was holding Ellie back, so I kind of feel inclined to go with Tim.
I mean, there was other people holding back too, but you
True.
could guess Tim.
True. Um. All right. Shit. I don't know.
Um, I feel like it's gonna be like Vire Dutch, or one of those people
Okay,
also seem to be kind of
all of you were wrong.
rocky.
It was Mint.
Okay.
Okay.
And you could argue maybe Mint should be up a few spots because Mint just got added to an alliance of 5. So
Oh
maybe
yeah.
Mint should go up. But also, I made this right before that alliance was made, so fuck me, I guess. Um, Mint was on the bottom of OG Astarion, and then flipped at the swap, and then was just once again on the bottom of a group. And this new 5-person group Mint's in, they are once again on the bottom. So Mint has just constantly been moving from. Honestly, I would argue they put themselves in a worse spot. Like, they flipped to put themselves in a better spot, and then they flipped again. Not even flipping, but just. They just keep putting themselves in groups that are not particularly the best for them. Which, it's better than being in the groups they were in before, but
Hmm.
Mint's played a rough game. Mint, if Adelaide wasn't here, Mint would have been the first juror. I'm pretty confident, But with that buffer round, there is a chance Mint slides by a bit. We'll see how Redemption goes for him. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of, like, said the same thing, like, 10 times, trying to say it intuitively, but instead I just kept repeating it. So, what do you two
So
have to say about Mint?
I I mean, I think Mick could do better. Like genuinely, I think Mick can end up playing a better game than like what's happening right now. But I definitely think Mick could be up like a spot or two as of this, as of what's going on right now in this moment.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
I think they could like slip by next tribal at least, like if someone does something funky.
Yeah. Okay, who do we think is ninth?
um, let me look
Lucky number 9. Famously my favorite number.
at my favorite placement ever. I'm gonna say, God, I'm gonna be off with this. Astra, I guess.
Ellie, who do you have?
Oh God. I have maybe Dutch.
Okay, Endo, you were right last time. It is Tim.
Oh, it's Tim. Okay.
Uh,
Hey.
Tim, I'm saddened to have Tim this low. Tim is my favorite player this season. Um, his position got really bad after Becca was voted out, and then improved once again, and then at the merge he just kind of faded into obscurity. He's not really part of any main narrative right now. He's just kind of there. He is really good at comps. He and the next person are both really good at comps and likely to win a bunch on Redemption Island, but I expect them to go out soon. If they win their way back, that would be. Why did I say back like that? Um, the, their struggle, like, I don't expect whoever comes back from Redemption to win in the end. Uh, I do have the other person who I said was like a similar boat above Tim because I think they're slightly better position currently. But yeah, Tim just doesn't have much going for him right now, unfortunately, besides his strong comp ability. I think the likes of his allies, like even Juzo, would be willing to flip on him soon because Juzo is kind of desperate to survive as it stands now. I love Tim though. I want Tim to succeed so bad.
Yeah, Tim hasn't been super like in his confessional this round, has he?
No.
Not compared to the last ones.
Oh man.
the only things Tim has sent this episode was like 2 sentences and a meme with SpongeBob, Squidward,
What?
a gun, Wii Sports. You know, just some.
I kind of like that. I'm saving that.
Yeah, I'm saving this shit too, gang. Hold on. I'm copy and pasting it to the
That shit
I'm gonna copy it.
nice.
That's it's nice. I'm copy and pasting it to the host chat real quick. Shit. I'm just gonna copy this.
It is there.
If I had a second monitor, I would copy paste it onto the slideshow.
That's so real. No, it's yeah, Tim's in a rough one. Uh Tim's in a rough one. I think though if Tim could survive a couple like 1 or 2 more rounds, I think Tim could make it to like Tim could be like a 5th place here of the season.
I will take that.
That's my
Like
goat.
yeah, that's my Keanu. No wait, no Keanu. We don't like Keanu. I
Yeah,
forgot.
no,
Shit,
we
my
don't
bad.
fuck with
What?
Keanu.
We don't fuck with
Oh.
Keanu.
Big
Sorry.
brother.
I was like Keanu Reeves. I was like, excuse me.
No.
He was named after Keanu Reeves.
Actually, that's
yeah.
crazy.
For eighth, I kind of gave some hints as to who this person could be. So if that helps you guess it all, go ahead.
Astra?
Astra.
Okay, once again, you are both wrong. I have V. Who? was looking to be in a worse spot a couple hours ago. There was a big push to get votes onto her, and now the push is coming back, actually. I don't think it'll go through, but an hour before votes are read, there is, like I said, a push on her. She's just been very not subtle about her gameplay this round. Pretty much everyone she's meeting has been like, yeah, no, this woman, it's clear she's just playing to get information out of us. No one new trusts her. And a lot of her allies, I wouldn't describe as opportunistic, but she has some opportunistic allies. So I think,
Uh,
like, someone like Rob would be willing to fight for her. But I don't think she has much else besides that. So she should be fine for now, but I think give it a round or two, she's probably going out. There is redemption though, which should help her a ton. She was my preseason winner pick, and also my number one contender going into the merge. I did not expect her to blow up her position as much as she has, but she did. So V is here at 8th.
I think like what's really like doing her in as well as like her hyperfixation on men, like
Yeah,
specifically wanting men out, and I'm like, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's like I'm not saying it's like the wrong call or anything, but you're like she's kind of hyperfixated about
I
it.
think it's the wrong call. I think
Yeah.
the smartest thing for her to do right now, after finding out she's in danger, is just to take easy hit on Adelaide, and then just work on building connections back up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is kind of boring to do that, but I think
It,
it's the best thing you can do an hour before tribal when it's the easiest person to push on other than yourself.
mm-hmm.
Okay, 7. Who are we thinking for 7? Surely we're gonna start getting it right eventually.
If we guess the same person each time eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Astra.
Yeah, I feel like if I don't say Astra, it's gonna be Astra this one time.
Okay. Well, Ellie, it is
I would
someone.
have said Dutch otherwise.
It is
I would have
someone
said
you
Dutch
have. It
otherwise.
is someone you have said before. Not Astra. It is Dutch. You should have listened to your gut.
Okay.
It is
Oh,
Dutch.
God.
Dutch is
Oh
at
my
7.
god.
Uh, Dutch has kind of fallen off in recent days because he's gotten super busy. And also, losing Bell has been bad for him because that was his pre-swap number 1. So right away, he just kind of came into Morge at a disadvantage. And that combined with less activity. He's someone who's kind of. He's not the most social right now, and yet he's being deemed as a social threat. He's the perfect person to strike at around like Final 7 or Final 6, and he's not going to win Redemption, because no offense to Dutch, he is the worst person competitively by far. Like, it's not close whatsoever. So,
Damn.
I'm so sorry. Like,
He knows.
I'm bad at comps too. Actually, I think my last org proved I'm not that bad anymore. But anyway, Dutch. Yeah, I love Dutch. It's kind of a shame that he's gotten busy recently, but what are you gonna do about it? Uh, he is the second highest person on Shadowheart in this ranking. The only person higher than him is Maxwell. Um, I believe we have uh 3 people from Lae'zel and 2 from Astarion left. Do you guys want me to run through who's left so you can like write it down if you need to?
Sure.
Sure.
We have from Astarion. I'm trying to do this in alphabetical order to not give stuff away. We have Astra and Rob. From
Okay.
Lae'zel, we have Juzo, Melanie, and Sabine. And then from Shadowheart, we have Maxwell.
Okay, Maxwell.
So, do we have anything else to say about Dutch, or do we want to just predict our 6th?
Shit.
I think
Nah.
the 6th.
Send it. Who's 6th?
Um. I feel like we're gonna guess Astra again. We're just gonna get it wrong. So,
If we don't guess Astra, it's going to be Astra.
oh, you know what? I'm just gonna jokingly guess Melody, and I'm gonna hope it's Melody.
I'm gonna go Sabine.
Okay. Wise guesses. You basically guessed half the cast. There's a 50-50 chance here that you're gonna get it right. Surely, you're gonna get it right.
It's definitely
did
not right.
You did not. You got it wrong. Painfully wrong, even. Terrible guesses.
This is just super humiliates us podcast.
Sixth was Maxwell, the final person from Shadowheart. I think
Ah,
Maxwell's position is essentially Dutch's but better. He's a little bit better connected. He's a little bit less of a social threat. He's a little bit better at comps. But, like, he's still someone who will probably be taken out in the mid game as a moderate threat. He's not going to win the comps he needs to. And he just doesn't have the strategic sway as the people above him do. Like, really, he has pretty much no strategic sway at this point, which he has addressed himself recently in confessionals. It's not that he needs to kick it up. It's, I don't know, Maxwell has been at a weird point in this game where he's always kind of been like the Thor in any given group he's put in, and hasn't like done much to propel himself above being Thor. But he's never had to worry about falling below that point because there was always someone inactive. So he hasn't had to talk much game. And now he has to talk game, and people are not used to talking game with him. So there's just not much coming out of that.
um,
Fair.
fair, yeah.
I also be making shit up as I go. So, like...
Oh, so you've changed this order just to make us look bad?
Oh, no. I take...
Because I'm okay with that narrative.
I take great pride in my arbitrary predictions that don't matter whatsoever.
I will say I did think that you like made this at like for the very start of merge, so that's why I'm kind of like guessing some of these.
Oh, yeah, no, I made this ranking like an hour ago.
Okay.
Usually it's Oriole, but because, you know, I had the Demon Stones, and we've just been busy. This ranking was, like, just made.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I can probably guess better now.
Okay, then let's do it. Guess battle. Who is 5th place?
Sabine.
Sabine.
I think... I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but I think you should give different guesses. Like, one of you can
Okay.
stand Sabine, and the other... just to get some variety.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's fine. But this way, I can make fun of both of you if you're both wrong. On separate people. So, other
So
guests
it's
besides...
definitely not Sabine.
Hey, I did say that! Besides Sabine, though, what are you thinking?
Okay. Besides Sabine, like I kind of maybe I haven't because granted I've been busy with DoorDash a lot. I kind of would be shocked if Astra's higher, unless like I've really just been a complete dud on logging in.
So you're going Astra.
I'm just gonna go Astra, yeah.
Astra and Sabine. Unfortunately, it is Juzo.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah,
Really?
No, there was a push to get Juzo out right now.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh,
Wait,
I did just read that in Adelaide's.
I don't think
oh
it's...
damn
Or
it.
not Adelaide's conf. But from Adelaide.
I don't think it's gonna go through. And I think Juzo has the connections to power players, like Sabine. Sabine's a power player now, by the way. Like Maxwell, but I wouldn't call him a power player. But, like, Juzo's connected enough where I think these plans will get shot down, and over time I think he will integrate himself enough to just not be a target anymore. This is probably the most in danger he's gonna be for a while, I think. So I actually... I could maybe argue Juzo should be up a spot or two. But when I made this, I put him 5th. So Juzo's at 5th. If he goes out, I should have put him at 11th.
That's okay.
Yes. I'm here for a save Adelaide.
But, I wonder why. For the top 4, these are, as it stands, if you made me do Merge episode contenders, these would be my top 4 in the contenders chart. But who do we think is at the bottom of said chart?
So running through the options, I don't think it'd be Melanie. I don't think it'd be Rob. So Sabina and Astra.
I'm
So
gonna go
you say
Astra.
it's between Sabine and Astra, but you've said that every time so far, and it's been wrong.
Yeah, it's for me because I don't think it'd be Melanie. I don't think it'd be Rob. You know, I mean it could be Rob, but
Okay.
I think
yeah.
I'm gonna put Melanie first.
All right, then
That's
I'll put
my
Astra.
prediction now. So
I'll put
I would
Astra
say,
then.
okay, I'll put Rob to make it interesting.
Okay.
I'll just.
In 4th is Astra. Yeah.
Okay.
She actually has done a pretty good job upon coming back into the game. She's not like the most trusted person on the board, but few people don't feel good about her. She seems to be around the 4th to 6th range in most trust rankings right now, which isn't amazing, but it's fine. She won an immunity challenge today. She found an idol that no one knows about and is currently the only advantage in the game besides Rob's light pull, so that idol could be big. I do worry about her lacking win equity if she makes it to the end. Just me personally, I don't think I would ever vote someone to win who won their way back through redemption unless there's weird circumstances. Especially the way Astro went out. A unanimous pre-merge boot, no. Maybe I could vote her if it was, for example, Astra versus the other Redemption returnee, and it was a final 2. That's what happened in Season 5 Canada. What a fucked up season, by the way. Great season, though. One of the best. Yeah.
Oh no.
Canada was awesome. Genuinely, go through the archives sometime. That season was just dumb as hell in the best way possible. Astra's presence, and sorry for cutting you off, Astra's presence reminds me a lot of a player on that season named Lacey, who had this weird thing where she would start out, she would have a super positive episode and then just, 4 negatives in a row. And then positive, and then just, that's Astra. Sometimes she's super socially unaware, and she's kind of stepping on her own toes, and just weirding people out. And then the next day, everyone will be like, man, Astra is so sweet and nice and kind. So, I don't know. It depends. If she makes it to the end, it depends on which Astra is at the end. But yeah.
Man, Astra with a heel turn is crazy.
Astra heel at number 4.
In retrospect, continuously guessing Astra when she did get the idol was probably not a smart move.
No, it wasn't.
I forgot about that.
I also forgot about that too. Hey, that's why I kept guessing her.
Top 3. And I think second and third, you could argue second and third should swap, but I disagree. I feel good about the rest of this ranking. These are definitively the top 3 in order. So don't disappoint me. Who's number 3?
Ellie, you guess first, please.
Okay, wait. I have to. I don't have my
Very
decision.
wise.
Coin.
Very wise choice to make the other person go first.
Please give me.
Okay, Rob.
All right. I can't copy answers, so I'm just gonna say Sabine. I'm just gonna say Sabine.
Comically long pause, because at number 3 is Melanie.
Oh my god.
So, I
Oh
think
man.
this might be semi-controversial, but if you look at the board right now, and you look at the people who are going out, who are like in the worst spots, Melanie is gonna be losing most of her allies and pretty soon. Tim is
Oh
in
shit.
danger. Juzo's a target. Um, in fact, I at one point had Melanie as like 5th on this ranking. I did move her up, but her position has simply just deteriorated once Marge hit. She's less trusted by people. She hasn't been as active. She did win the comp, which is good, but once again, that does make her a bigger threat. I don't know. I feel like she's primed to be taken out as a big threat around like the 6 to 4 range. Maybe she has a redemption run, but either way, she's kind of just a target. Like, not an immediate target right now. She's actually far from it, but there's no way she's not going to be one down the line. And speaking of her allies being targeted, Dutch is another example of one of her closest people who very soon is going to be in danger.
Yeah. Damn.
I got some crazy fucking news.
Oh shit, what happened?
Someone just found the dice idol that Pedro had.
Oh shit. Wait, who found it?
You're never gonna
Oh?
guess who. You're never gonna
Oh.
I
guess
gotta
who.
look at subs. I have to
Oh
look
my
at subs.
god.
Wait, who?
Oh.
Wait, I gotta look at
Oh,
subs.
actually, that's.
Adelaide?
Oh.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Let's go
Holy
gambling.
Please, Adelaide, please play this if you're telepathically listening to this.
Let that dice idol not be a curse.
With how many? She didn't do the board until last episode. Fuck.
That
Is she gonna pull a Pedro where you're gonna be the target and you win the dice idol like minutes before?
She has so many. There's so many votes against her at this point. Well, I don't know if like it will even like it's not likely to even do much for her. Well, unless she like
well,
leaks it to Dutch and then Dutch gets like 5 people on Juzo or some shit. Oh
that
no,
could happen.
we might lose Juzo.
Yeah,
My
for the draft.
ranking, no. Who
Oh
had
my
Juzo?
God.
Who drafted him? Was that me or you?
You have you.
Fuck.
But also my draft is also fucked now because I had Belle.
Oh yeah. Well, I had Becca.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Top 2. Who do we think is number 2? Rob or Sabine?
Sabine.
So,
Are you sure?
Rob,
I.
Rob,
One of us is gonna be right.
Rob. One of us is gonna be right. One of us is gonna be right.
It is Sabine. Sabine, something I've kind of picked up on the org meta recently, the last few seasons, of like the person who's in like the lower middle of their OG tribe power ranking just keeps fucking winning for some reason. It happened with Ellie. High space, there's an asterisk there, but kinda. Um, it happened with Samoyed. It happened with Grayson. It happened with Danny with another asterisk. So, like, Sabine just fits that trajectory perfectly. She is in that mode. She all of a sudden has good strategic insight. Like, she's playing the game hard now. She's trusted by a lot of the power players. Like, Juzo and Melanie feel good about her, while she's also good with Rob. And if those end up being two sides, she can get info and respect from both sides. I think Sabine would do well in front of a Joy. She's not a big target who will be taken out before then. I would be very shocked if she doesn't make it to endgame. I don't know. I just feel great about Sabine. I think she's a contender for Player of the Episode this episode. Um, it depends on who gets idled out. If someone gets idled out, I don't know. I want to wrap this up soonish so I can prepare for tribal. But Sabine at 2. What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck, Sabine.
Let's go. Number 1. All right, guys. Surely you know who number 1 is.
Wait, is it Melanie? I lost
Mint.
track.
I think it's Mint.
Melanie and Mint as our guesses for number 1. Are we correct?
Yeah,
Let's
we're
see.
correct. We're correct. We are so correct.
Well, you are right in the fact that you put someone who's a player on the season, I guess. One is Rob, as I feel like this was obvious. Rob was like the number 1 pick by far. Rob's just safe. He's trusted across the board. He has connections on both sides. He has the light pole. He's good strategically. He's not too big. Well, I guess some people have pointed him out as like being in a good spot, but I don't think anyone's gonna do anything about it for a while, if at all. Rob is just the obvious number 1. Now, to be honest, the obvious number 1 who I have in these rankings never ever wins. They always get like 8th or something. I've done this since Legends, and in Legends, at this point, I had Zach as my number 1, which he got 8th. In Smiling Friends, I had Natalie, who she got 8th. In Romance Dawn, I had Dalt, who got 9th. And last season, I had Mason, who got 2nd, but should have won.
Damn. Okay.
Not that Mason should have won Final Try. I mean, I think Mason played better than Danny, but that was a very close Final Tribal. What I'm like, they were both deserving. But what I am saying is that Mason should have taken dust and won unanimously.
Yeah.
Anyway, Robert won. He sure is.
Hey.
We did
I
it.
will say I am kind of shocked with how well Rob has done this season. Not that I think Rob was like bad or anything. I didn't expect him to like completely flame out, but I'm just kind of shocked at how much of a power player he's been from what I've seen. So yeah, go Rob, man. I don't know. Like he's he's done good.
He's got the Joseph BB26 mustache.
Yo, somebody should tell him that. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
Somebody
he would
should tell him.
crash out if I said that.
Oh, never mind.
I don't
Bad
know him
idea.
like that. Rob, don't listen to this.
No, but it's the same mustache as the.
It is the
Wait, no.
exact
What am I
same
talking about? Yeah,
mustache, I swear.
Like, like, listen, it's a good mustache, so hey, I'm not dissing Rob. It is a good mustache.
Famously a great mustache, even. Uh, finally, we're pretty much done here. I just want to run through, like, 2 things real quick. Here's a chart, like the one I showed at the beginning, where I explains the numbers, and it probably... Oh, who just joined us?
Hi,
Sam.
Samoyed.
Hi, Sam.
Hello.
We're
Moving on.
wrapping up as we speak.
That's okay. I'm not trying to podcast. I'm just having fun here.
Okay, well, guy who's infamously not trying to podcast is now in the podcast.
Fuck.
Can the guy trying podcast check our linguistics assignment?
Uh,
Oh, right. I forgot it's due today. Oh, no,
Oh
it's due tomorrow.
no! My
Damn.
linguistics.
Okay, wait. I'm walking home. I'll check it then.
linguini. Oh, sorry. I'm oh shit. I'm hungry.
My linguistics homework. No. Anyway, what I was getting at before I was so rudely interrupted was I wanted to point out how different this power ranking is from the one I did yesterday. Not yesterday. At the end of the pre-merge. Like, there I had Astra at 11th, though, to be fair, that was default because she was voted out and I couldn't put her any higher. Now she's at 4th. Sabine I had at 7th and now she's at 2nd. Like, this is a very different ranking than I would have expected a couple days ago. So things are very much so changing. So let's see where things go from here. But at this point, the next time you'll hear from us will be at the end game with the FTC scenarios, which we just run through every possible combination of Final Tribal and say, like, oh, this person would vote this person in this scenario. I think it's fun. Last season's was very uneventful because it was super obvious what would happen when. It tends to be that way with Final 2s. this season. Could be a final 2, could be a final 3. We have not confirmed it yet. Could go either way with the final 11 merge, though. But yeah, with that, I don't think there's anything left for me to say. Does anyone else have anything absolutely fucking crazy you want to wrap up with? Like, just the most out-of-pocket shit ever. What do you got?
The word
Tim, I mean, sorry.
Oh, mine's not related. I was just out of pocket.
Oh no, mine's gonna be out of pocket too. Tim, I'm eating fucking IHOP right now. Just so you know. I'm eating
IHOP or
pancakes
Denny's?
with IHOP.
Are you more of an IHOP guy or a Denny's guy?
I'm more of a eating
Denny's.
I'm a pancake at 5 p.m. type of person, and then letting Tim know that I had pancakes at 5
Oh,
p.m. type
I
of
get it.
person.
Yeah, no, yeah. Pancake discourse. When
Mhm.
do you eat them?
5 p.m.
Okay.
Specifically to make people upset.
Okay, Ellie, what's your controversial statement of the
Oh.
day?
Oh, mine's not controversial, but I just learned that the word vaccine comes vaguely from the word cow because the first vaccines were from cowpox. That's why they're
Wow.
called vaccines.
My fun fact of the day, since we're doing fun facts, is that Socrates in ancient Greece had an academy. The word wasn't like academy, but he had like a schoolhouse, and he called it the academy because it was in a place called academy, like the neighborhood or whatever they called that shit in Greece. But we just kind of picked up academy across the world as a synonym for school, even though like it was only because of location. Like that would be like if yeah, I'm not gonna go down the analogy I was about to go on, but yeah,
This is true. I can confirm that what is being said is true.
this was fact checked by real
Sam's and
American
I's
patriots. Woo!
Sam and I's